Hello viewers and listeners of TechPoint Zone. Today's video is going to be a quick one on how to set the solar charge controller for the type of battery you have in use. So in my own case, I have this lithium iron phosphate battery of 24 volts, 100 amps, totaling up to 25.6 volts, 100 amps, which is 2560 watts hour. And I bought it October 5th, 2024. And these are the parameters that are going to dictate the things we are going to be setting on the Felicity charge controller. The first is that this is a live PO4 battery, in which case we are going to have to choose lithium battery. And the second is the maximum charging voltage and the maximum charging current. Of course, the discharge or maximum discharge current is not going to be determined by you. That will be determined by, of course, also going to be determined by you in the manner in which you take power from your inverter system. So if you are taking power up to like full capacity of the inverter, say for instance your inverter is 2.5 kVA and you're using it to operate something around 1500 to 1800 watts or even 2000 watts, well, you might be getting something close to maximum discharge current of between 80 and 100 amps. So be careful when you use your inverter or your battery so that you don't lead to overuse and abuse, which will shorten the lifespan of your battery. So right now I'm going to be going through the user manual of the Felicity charge controller. So these are the stages in the mode. We have 0, which is to escape. We have 1, which is the maximum charging current, and as you can see here, the maximum charging current is 50. Then we come to the next mode, which is option 2, which is where you determine the battery type. As you can see, for this Felicity charge controller, it has 3 battery modes, or let's say 4. Now the first one, which is 2, as you can see, it says use means you just leave it to auto detect. The next one is AGM, and this AGM qualifies for both AGM and gel battery. The next one is flooded, popularly known as tubular, and the last one is lithium battery, which is LIB. So let's zoom in a little bit. Now from here, let's go through the instruction. It said if use defined is selected, battery charge voltage can be set up in program 3 and 4. Now LIB, if selected, battery charge voltage can be set up in program 3. Note, LIB mode, which is lithium mode, can only be displayed after parameter 05 is set as one of either 12 volts, 24 volts or 48 volts. If you want to set lithium battery first, set the battery 05 rated voltage. MPPT 45 amps, 12 or 24 volts cannot set the absorption voltage to 48 volts. Lithium battery mode can't set absorption. Then set 02 to lithium. So what this is just saying is, when you're operating in lithium battery mode, there is nothing like absorption stage of charging. So let's go to mode 5. Now in mode 5, it says battery voltage or battery rated voltage. So it means what this instruction is saying in essence is, before you go ahead to choose lithium battery mode, you must first come here and set the voltage of the system. In this case, as you can see, this battery is a 24 volt 100, and it's a nominal voltage of 25.6. Well, according to the manufacturer, it is meant to have a maximum charge voltage of 29.2. In most cases for lithium batteries, it is a constant voltage charging that is required. So we are going to have to set this to 29.2 of voltage, charging voltage, 50 amps of maximum charging current, And without any further time wasting, let's go straight to the MPPT charge controller. Okay, so this is the Felicity charge controller that is in use. It's a 100 amps Felicity charge controller, and it's usable for 12 volts, 24 volts, and a 48 volt system. So according to the manual, let's go straight to the manual. It says for mode 5 you have to set the rated voltage of the system. In my own case, it's a 24 volt system, so we're going to go to mode 5. So you change to the mode by holding down this on or menu button. So we have 00, 01, 02, 03, 04, 05. So this is the mode in which you are going to set the voltage. So I'm going to hold this down. Now it has switched to the voltage type. So I push it once. You can see it has gone to 48 volts. Auto, which in this case it means it should auto detect. 12 volt system, 24 volt system, 48 volt system, auto. But in the manual, under option 2, it was advised that this should be set manually. So we are going to manually set this to 24 volts since I'm using a 24 volt system. So each push changes the voltage system type. So this is 12 volts and this is 24 volts. So because I finished setting, I'm going to hold this down for 5 seconds for it to come to the mode. Right, we are back to mode 5. So after this, we are going back to mode number 2, where we are going to be able to set the battery type. So what we have here right now is a flooded type. So you hold this down to switch into the options where you are going to choose from. So flooded, upon one push it says use. Use is when you want to make it like auto. This is lithium battery mode, and this is AGM mode. So we want to choose lithium battery mode, so we go back to lithium battery mode by pushing one at a time. Now we are at lithium battery mode. So this is the option that I want. So I hold it down for it to go back to the main mode. And after this, what are we going to be doing? We are going to have to set the battery voltage, the absorption and the rest. So let's go back and first set the charging current. So charging current is going to be set under mode 1, and that's where you can set the maximum charging current in our own case, which is 50 amps. So we'll come back here and then we'll hold on to this for 5 seconds. So mode 0, this is mode 1. So this is mode 1. This is where we are supposed to set the maximum charging current. So I'm again going to hold this for another 5 seconds to switch into the parameter value. Right? So we have 50. Each push is taking it 1 amp increment, maybe a battery. So right now we're at 48 amps, 49 amps, 50 amps. That is the maximum charging current. So to set this in place, you can either leave it for some time, and after some time it will just accept this as a setting. So let's use that option this time, as against using the menu option to take it back to the main mode option, which is 01 and from 01 to 40. So it has accepted it right now, and the next thing we want to try and do is to set the charging voltage. So here we are back to the Felicity charge controller, and then I'll push this button for 5 seconds to change to the setting mode option. So I'm holding it down for 5 seconds. Now it's going to change. So for us to set the charging voltage, we have to go to mode number 3. That's program mode number 3. We have 0. This is 1. This is 2, where we chose the battery type, and this is 3. So as you can see, I already set this to 29.2 before now, but for the purpose of this video, I'm going to take it away from 29.2 by holding this down for 5 seconds. Now I'm on the parameter value to be set. So on each push, you can see it's gaining 0.1 volts on each push. So I'm going to keep pushing this till we're able to get to 29.2, 0.6, 0.7, 25, 24, 26.2, 0.4, 0.5, 0.6, 0.7, 0.8, 27.0, 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4, 0.5, 0.6, 0.7, 0.8. So we have 28 now. Just a little more time, we're going to get there. So this is 29.1, 29.2, and this is the charging voltage that we are meant to set for our lithium battery type. So let's verify our settings by going to the menu again. Okay, program mode 0, program mode 1, you can see it is set to 50 amps maximum charging current, which we saw on the battery. Program mode 2, you can see we've set it to lithium battery, which is the battery we are using here. Program mode 3, you can see we have set it to 29.2, which is the advisable or prescribed charging voltage by the manufacturer of this battery. So I hope this helps. If it does, please like, share, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for notifications on our future videos. And if you have any questions, you can drop it in the comment section. We'll check and we'll respond. Thank you. Bye for now.